Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Borderlands. So I've just reset the game, so hopefully the bugs we've been running into with that one quest is alright. Interesting, it started me on a different gun than I was at. And I am in the same area. Interesting, as I was watching the loading screen, uh, I don't think it actually saved the game when I exited. I think maybe what happens is it instead saves when you walk up to this. Borderlands 1 is on the Unreal Engine. Now I assume maybe it's on the Unreal Engine 2, and who's to say how much modification really takes place here. This is just another one of these caves. So we may find some more of those cave creatures that we've seen before. And these corrosive crystals. I mean, I guess they're telling us exactly how they make corrosive weapons and such. And shock weapons, and I guess we'll probably even go through a cave possibly with fire weapons. Haven't even run into anything yet. Ah, spider ants. These guys are trivially easy, but in the small corridors I could see them becoming slightly dangerous. Although they probably can't coordinate their own movements that well either. So we know Borderlands 3, I think, is on the Unreal Engine 3, unless they're up to Unreal Engine 4 or 5, which I don't think they are. So that should be a moderately easy port for them to take the contents of this game. I mean, there's probably a lot more work than you'd realize, but taking the contents of Borderlands 1, putting it in the new engine, and letting it run slightly smoother and better would be nice. Now, arguably, maybe it won't run better or smoother. Maybe something will change that's unexpected, and because of that, that's why we haven't seen a remaster yet. But I don't know. And since this is Gearbox that made this game, which that's an odd name for the company, I just realized, since to my knowledge, has never made a racing game. Why call your game Gearbox? I'm gonna take this, guys. Come on. This spider ant is gonna be trouble, so I'm gonna teleport a corrosive thing on him and get those critical shots in the back. I don't even want to kill the people because I don't want I want them there in case I need them for a second wind, and that's exactly what happened. Alright, now we've got a repair kit quest that's over there. I don't even think there's anything over here. These guys are under-leveled, and I enjoy it, but not too much. This is kind of where the balance can be messed up, is if you have an experience like this. Like the fact that it's almost probably because I'm not one-shot killing them, but I'm also not really struggling to kill him.
Mine.
Let's see. Now, how's this as a gun? How many bullets does my gun hold right now? 3. 3 shots. And this is a triple helix. So when I shoot it, no, it holds 3 shots like that. Are these not launcher bullets that I just picked up? Interesting. I don't know what just happened there. Anyways, there's nothing here. This was just a small little area with nothing of interest. And then this area has more of this. So yeah, maybe if they do decide to make a remaster of Borderlands, they would ask another $60 from you, and I couldn't justify doing that, of course, but if you were a new player, certainly they would not want to sell you the old game without bundling in the new game, particularly if they were going to charge full brand new price. And see, we're closely getting to the speed that I would like to be at. As far as I'd like to be able to zoom out, zoom in, have the auto lock help me. And my melee attack is not very helpful right now, so we've got more of that that's going to have to be worked on. Let's see, we've almost got it. Where are you? Let's see, we're looking for a toolkit for the claptrap unit to expand our inventory, and maybe doing this quest will fix some other issues, because then, let's see, here it is. Maybe if I get it done. No, that wasn't it. Get this mission done, then they will let me get the other one done, and we'll get a double increase. And we know it's somewhere here. And this is kind of like a probably trap. Getting these corrosive crystals. This is a better cave than the one we did before. I found that one kind of boring. So a bunch of spider ants. Here we'll just run around a little bit. And see, I can even break the crystals with that. So somebody would have chosen to live here. So I don't know if these creatures in this world just are highly adaptable to new habitats or what, because they seem to always end up right where the human beings don't want them. And living in an environment like this where you're constantly at threat of being murdered by animals, it certainly would help towards the idea that that's part of the reason why people are so crazy. It's like, look at this. I don't think that's supposed to be there. I think it's supposed to be over here. But I think there's a lot of different reasons why people are crazy in this planet. We've heard also that they were all criminals and they were being used by mega corporation. I guess secretly the story here is that there are no governments and there are no laws in the universe, and instead it's just mega corporations making guns and selling guns. Like it's almost a completely anarchistic society, except for the only way you could have a society like that that's any more pure would be to teach the concept of anarchy in its purest form and have everybody embrace it completely. And I suppose in a wild lands like that, that's what people shooting guns at you is doing. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see, we're still... That's not the gun I wanted. That's not what I wanted to do. I was trying to pick up the weapons. So we got the crystals done. Right, so right now in my hand I have a 46 times 10 assault rifle, 50 times 6.9, 91 times 10. Let's see. Was that what I was using? I think it was. I have an explosive MRV. Quick charge acidic shield. Nope, nope, none of those are any good. Feel like I'm kind of slowed down right now. Where are we on the map? And see, we're getting a little too far away for me to believe that the repair kit is where it is. Let's see. I can't get on this side. Somewhere around here is a repair kit. And I've looked high, so now I'm gonna look low. They're eating skag. See, I'm thinking it's just somewhere pretty subtly on the ground. And see, I don't feel like it's over here. But whatever. These people are running out of their building. Alright. We've got one that's worth 900, 700, and 2,500. Let's find something that's not worth much at all. Drop that. That. Drop that. And drop that. And go ahead and just drop that one too. This is our first legendary gun, which probably got me an achievement. This game has so many achievements. Like, it's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna, just by default, you get most of them anyways, just by playing the game all the way through. But I'm more than likely gonna miss a few. And there might be a reason that might push me into playing a little bit more of this than one full run through, but I don't think so. Frankly, it's too much of a time investment, and I could see myself instead coming back at a different time and doing a second playthrough. I've even given some thought to maybe doing a online playthrough a second time through, but honestly right now I just don't see myself having that time. This guy's attacking me. Like, it's too much of a commitment. Just time-wise. See, I don't think the repair kit is supposed to be as far away as the diamond is telling me. If anything, I feel like it should just be right over here, because there was nothing in this area otherwise. Is there a repair kit hidden? What is this, a giant fan? Why is there a giant fan in the game? I can see the code. I think that might be a reference to the Matrix. And see, it wants me to go this way. And then when you hit this, we are where on the map? We are right here. And there are things I'm missing, definitely. Just looking everywhere. You can even see the sky. Interesting. And if there was a repair kit that was supposed to be right around here, maybe it's just invisible. And so we came down this direction, and we saw some spider ants over here. You can see this doesn't fully connect to the wall. And so we just have this massive lull in gameplay now while we're looking for this item. And I kind of get it. I kind of see the idea of having some falling action and taking a break, but on the other hand, I also feel like they've they've made it too difficult to find it, or they've more than likely pointed me in the wrong direction. So let's just open the gate and take this guy on. So we were supposed to kill this guy. So we have King Wee Wee here. He's a little bit stronger. So he's got an Iridian artifact that he's using to do some damage to me, which is hurting my shield. So I could see you being unprepared. Now, why sirens have their ability is kind of a question. Well, Wee Wee Super Booster. And they specifically animated this guy and showed his face. And that's kind of unique, because they certainly haven't done that with any of the other things. So let's look at his item. It's a recharge rate of 251 and it has 37. Compare that to what we have equipped. It's way less recharge rate and way less shield. And yet he was doing something kind of weird with it. And how he was doing that, I don't know. But I won't question it too much. He came. Come on, don't get stuck on the thing. He came out of here. So there's an extra crystal thing. Now this almost hits the wall. They barely had enough room. And we have two things here that are worth 1,000 each. So we need to find something that's not worth much. And drop that. And let's see. Do we not have anything worse? Revolver 110 versus this one that does 1.4 and slightly faster. We'll get rid of that. And we're in another one of these odd positions where we're full on inventory and there's not a good location or item anywhere. This is where I assume he jumps down and talks to everybody. You can see there's a few guns here. The only quest I have in this area is the claptrap thing. Let's see. What does it say here? Maybe there's something here. You discovered another defunct claptrap rocket. Could there be an unused repair kit somewhere? I'm gonna have to look everywhere. Just everywhere in the map. And we're gonna have these sound effects, and we're gonna have a few people attacking me. Let's see, I don't know. I guess the good news is this one likes to stick his hindquarters back. So, got a couple guns now worth picking up. There is a problem with just how these things get on top of you and then they just are kind of hovering there. Alright. Couple of guns to get rid of. Blast repeater. Caustic revolver. C90 times 1.3. You know what? I'm gonna try that one. Bladed revolver. This one is 45 times this, so we can drop that too. What was the gun we got that was this? The Nasty Gemini is a repeater that does 63 times 2, and it's a double whammy. And for a repeater, I think that's a good move. And it seems just strange that they would refill. Because I reset this game, everything else should be refilled though. Which is kind of weird because the game gets considerably easier depending on how often you exit and reload it. Like the amount of stuff you can loot, well, it just completely resets. So this guy is here. He wants me to go that way. What is this way? Could there be a repair kit somewhere down in this area? Not likely. But we can check. Get that money. These spider ants are messing with me. Alright. We're looking everywhere. Is it that green object up there? I don't think so. How'd this one get up there? Not from this side. And in fact, this whole thing is looped in such a way that I can't get anywhere from over this side. It is one round circle. So going this direction, we have to go this way. It has to be on this side of the wall. I can't imagine it's not. Now, when we look at the map, it says it's somewhere over there on the other side, but just for safety's sake, let's double check. Yeah, these are just items I dropped. And every single one of these, I want to look. This is slightly frustrating at this point. It's too difficult. And having people respawn and distract me is not beneficial. I guess I'm getting a small amount of experience here, so I can't totally hate on it. At least I'm not just getting 1 XP for every kill. I'm getting 15. Did somebody just say they surrendered? Yes, they did. He said, "Stop shooting, I surrender." Interesting. I don't think I believe that. And it seems so much like it would just be in that section right there. It's got to be hidden under something. That must be it. It must be in some nook or cranny that I've just managed to not see multiple times. Because it says we're really, really close right now. And it's not going to be something like walking into a building. It shouldn't be this hard to find it. And see, am I gonna just have to give up and say it's glitched? No, there it is. Alright, so I see why this is so difficult to find. You have to jump from there to there, to run and jump to this, to run and jump for this. That is quite the secretive hidden thing. That's too difficult. Far too difficult for this game. It's out of character. Everything else doesn't even really matter, but this requires you to search that much. Wow. Backpack storage deck upgrade for 3 more slots.
Good as new, I think. Am I leaking?
And so we're just gonna follow this guy and see.
Oh yeah, well,
They seem to be programmed to go read a sign and then go back. So yeah, he seems like he's just programmed to walk back and forth in different locations. And in that there's no secret thing he's gonna open or anything like that, which is fine. Let's get back to this. That storage deck upgrade is very much appreciated though. I need the other one to work. And since you're gonna load if you teleport or if you don't, it's actually just easier to fast travel. I've got tons of money here, but I assume all that money is gonna go away once I get the next level of things. So how can we start doing this? Explosive MRV for 50. It's not that good. The shield Wee Wee's super booster. Maybe we'll equip it, but we could get rid of this one and this one for a moment. Mercenary class mod. I don't think I want that. Not right now, at least. Alright, we have a blast repeater that does 39 times 3 versus, let's see, well, this SMG is 25 times 8, this is 50 times 6, 160, 200, so we can get rid of this one. This is 29 times 14.1, so let's go ahead and get rid of this one. Let's see, scoped rifle versus Cobra's 91 times 10. This scoped rifle is 45 times 10, 91 times 10, so get rid of that. Let's see. The blister versus the terrible shotgun. 33 times 9. 48 times 9. 1.3 attack speed. Yeah, let's get rid of this terrible shotgun. This Gemini is 60. 3 times 2 times 4.3. This repeater is 32 times 3.7. So we'll get rid of the stabilized repeater. Stinger is 53 times 13. Whereas this SMG is 50 times 6. 51 times 13. 36 bullets. 31 bullets. Get rid of this SMG. We have a desert revolver with 6 bullets that do 114 at 1. Or we have one that does 104 at 1.3 6 bullets. Actually, this one's not quite as good, so we'll sell that. 29 times 14 versus 63 times 2. I think I have to get rid of the Incendiary Fury, which is probably a good thing, because that thing was using way too much way too many bullets. We have a 163 fire sniper rifle at 0.9 versus a weak sauce sniper rifle. I don't think this one's still quite as good, and it only has 3 shots, so we'll get rid of that. We have a 291 Thunder, but that's slower too. Like, this is still 3 times as fast, so, or even way more than 3 times. We have this rocket launcher that does 428 and only has 2 shots versus this one, so get rid of that one. Well, almost there. Let's see, we have an SMG, we have a repeater, we have a shotgun, and we have a revolver. And this caustic revolver does 6 shot with 90 versus the bladey revolver does 6 shots at 104. And the caustic revolver is the same speed. So I'm just gonna hold on to get rid of that and try to use the caustic thing. And let's see. And so Wee Wee's shield, even if it does do something, it doesn't seem like it's gonna beat a better shield with a much faster recharge rate. So we're immediately selling that. We have a 58 explosive contact. Over here we have some other things. And how are we on quest now? Do I have another point to put in? No. We have the claptrap new thing, and then Rust Commons West. So if we can find the Rust Commons West quest and do it, which I believe is right to where we teleported, and get that one done. Because Marcus had us pick up an invoice, and I don't think these people paid for their weapons. So we're gonna go destroy them.
Get out of here.
So you can see the enemies respawned too, including the ones that... Oops. Well, the good news is now I have... Well, actually I don't think I do have that ability that refills my health when I phase walk. But I have a healing shield. So I'm really starting on the wrong foot here. Running towards a conflict. Let's see, we've got this caustic gun. Let's try this caustic revolver. So with the caustic shot, it is slightly not as good as you would think. Let's... But this guy should dissolve pretty quickly on it. Frankly, it might be time to start thinking about getting a shocking weapon. So Marcus sold guns to these bad guys that are shooting at me, although, am I so certain that they're bad guys? I mean, I came here, started shooting, but they do seem to start shooting as soon as I get anywhere close to them. You can hear the guys crying for his mommy. Some of this stuff I could see them leaving out of Borderlands 3, trying to be a little bit more mature. I don't know if that immediately is gonna kill the feel of Borderlands. I'm not sure that I really want him to do that. I certainly don't want him to go more immature, though. I think they walked a very tight line. There is a certain event that happens in the second game that tries to make the game more serious, and because of that, it was kind of a weird feeling, and I don't think they're gonna try to do any more of that in the Borderlands thing. We don't need serious shooters, honestly. Like, we've got Call of Duty, we've got every other war-based game. Stop moving, guy. Let's see. So I think I finally cleared out this whole area. Hopefully that doesn't blow up in my face too much. Can I shoot through the tarp? Apparently not. And we're looking for more ammo dumps. And where could they be? There we go. 5 destroyed. 6 destroyed. Perfect. Yeah, I think I probably would prefer not to have the caustic weapon. I don't think it's strong enough for me. Let's come back to this gun. It'll work good on spider ants and other creatures. Certainly, but when you start running into shielded people, the acid seems to not do much, or it barely eats away at the shields. I guess the shielding system in this game is intentionally designed to make enemies require 2 bullets, 2 shots, which arguably is just another example of them, of the creators of this game, Gearbox, stretching out this game for no real reason. Like, it doesn't make the most amount of sense at all. And of course, I'm stretching out the game too by being OCD and collecting things. Let's run. And see, she sticks her hands out in a weird way as if she's a ghost or something. We're looking for a place on the map to teleport back to New Haven. And then we'll probably teleport right back to the exact same place that we are in. I don't want to deal with these guys. So we're just gonna run right past them. We haven't been up here, so we could, I suppose, look at this. Like, there might be some quest or something here, but no, it's just a chest. Like, nothing on top here. A little bit of damage and jumping. And see, we know there's kind of probably some other chests we could get. Let's get some more XP killing those guys. Here we go. Take this money. And teleport to New Haven. We're getting a much longer list than you would guess as far as different places that you can teleport yourself to. Part of that is the DLC, the 4 extra DLC elements, but there's also a decent amount of places we haven't even seen yet.
Well, now's the vault's real. Well, if it is real, why they don't put it down for me?
So everything's reset in this area, which is good.
What can I do for you? Watch your back out there.
I'm talking to everybody to make sure I actually turn in all the quests. I need to talk to Marcus over there. So once again we have this object here. I'm going to set this as the thing, and then I'm going to tap the X button to pick it up. I'm gonna have to look this up. There must be something or some trick to this. Either that is the case or it's just glitched forever. Irritating. Rather irritating. So we got a couple of things here that are important. A corrosive artifact, which now allows me to have a level 2 corrosive return. You know what? I think that works well. And see, unless there was supposed to be a repair kit in this inventory.
What can I do for you? I still don't believe it. We've been sitting on the vault all this time.
Take a deep breath. I can't breathe. This is just your recording from the breathing. It's not real. It's making me more nervous.
And see,
This isn't working.
yeah, I just don't know. Like, let's compare this gun to the one we have equipped. The weak sauce sniper is slightly faster by 0.3, but it does more damage. See, and that's the thing about this is that I just don't feel like
Lots of stuff been showing up missing lately.
I just
Makes you
don't
wonder.
feel like I want to
Hey, you here when the water's gonna come back on?
spend money on something like that until you're certain. And we've got no more upgrades here. Alright, now we have a bunch of weapons. So we're gonna have to compare a lot of them. Terrible scattergun, 37 times 11, 47 times 11. But this one actually shoots faster than this one. This weak sauce sniper is 1.4 times 1.7. This weak sauce sniper is 2. We can get rid of that first of all. SG11 versus the SG14. This one's slightly more accurate, but this one's faster. And frankly, if I'm using a shotgun, notice the difference here is plus 16% damage, minus 7% damage. Interesting. Let's see, puny repeater is not some static sniper here. We'll get rid of right now. 37 times 1.3 on that revolver. That's nowhere close. This revolver is 73 times 1. This revolver is 90 times 1.3. We'll get rid of that. This scattergun is 45 times 11 at 0.7. 37 times 11 at 1.2. Honestly, still not as good. The double repeater. The hostile stinger. We have the spy now. That's a named gun. Chance to cause explosions 43 times 8.3, 51 times 13. This hostile stinger is still way better. Alright. The blister is 33 times 9 times 1.3, where this is 37 times that, so I want to get rid of that one. And Nasty Gemini is 63 times 2, which would be 126 times 4.3. Nowhere's these repeaters can go then. There we go.
Don't be shy. Come right in.
And so we keep getting these weapons that we've got new jobs in Haven from Helena Pierce, and finally we can start healing ourselves. And now we have this quest that's a level 21, and this is a 23, and this is a 22, so we probably should not do that yet. Let's go talk to Helena Pierce. This is who she is.
The negative element around here.
Kill One-Eyed Jack and bring back his eye as proof. See, that feels like a main storyline quest, if I've ever heard of one. We still have this quest in progress.
Oh my god, I'm leaking. I think I'm leaking. I'm leaking. There's oil everywhere.
Alright. So these are both in Roscommon West. Which... Roscommon West are sections that I don't want to do quite yet. Oops.
Hey man, what you want?
See, we got that
Hey,
caustic.
you heard the news? Don't seem to make but 2 beans of sense with the vault being real and all.
There are multiple
Bye now.
first aid kit things, aren't there?
Hey, I'll catch you later.
Okay, so this is some weird quest we've got here, where we're looking for a repair kit, and we apparently are...
Come on in. I ain't gonna buy it, Riley.
So there is a repair kit somewhere in this area that's not that repair kit that we've been seeing, and the game has been just messing with us. So almost certainly it's high up. We've seen them all very high up. So anybody see a repair kit, particularly one glowing in green? So one over there.
Man, I hate this place.
Anybody see a repair kit? Is that one over there? No. We can certainly hear some noises back behind that thing. Oh man, Seriously? This game's been messing with me. That sucks. That sucks. That's a terrible level. That is just bad. Like, I don't have any problem with them having the repair kit there, but then having fake versions is just stupid.
Hey there, stranger. This way, please. Good luck.
And so there was even guns here that I don't even think are really worth it. Oh, that was too much frustration there. Come over here, backpack upgrade. It's a shame though, we kind of need 4 guns. Like we need 8 guns. Just as it is. There's 8 types of weapons in the game, and well, I guess not really, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 types of weapons and grenades, and grenades are a separate button completely. So instead of a D-pad, you really need an 8-directional wheel, and this game isn't as glitched as I thought it was, although it still does have glitches. I kind of like think maybe just pushing up on the D-pad and cycling through it, and then pausing the game for half a second maybe, but then you don't want to pause the game, so that wouldn't make much sense. You see solutions introduced into this style of gameplay where you so I got 2 people right here. You pause the game with a right bump or something.
Enough walking.
We need to destroy some caches. Where does it want me to destroy? And find some evidence. Am I in the right area? I think so. Yeah, let's just hit this guy. There we go. Now the weird thing about this is if you're gonna do something in the car like this, you've got to get clear shots in there, and if you don't have those clear shots, then it's not gonna work, and you might hurt yourself. So I'm assuming what's gonna happen here is we're gonna run this way and find some more caches of weapons on the other side of this path, like that for instance. Let's see, a rapid fire, slightly weaker shot on one of these guys does a better job because you're not required to be as accurate. There's the evidence. And that's several caches found. Where are you? Can't hit them from under. And then here we find the evidence of empty crates. So I guess maybe these guys were stealing from Marcus. And like, see, there's a whole story there that the game doesn't bother to tell us at all. That these were potentially people that Marcus had hired to transport weapons and such to, and instead they decided to steal them, or maybe these people stole them from the people who Marcus had hired to ship weapons through. It's hard to even tell or know. Shops have new inventory, at least we know that much. Let's go this way, save ourselves some time. And now our goal is to do Jack's other eye. And so let's just drive through all of this. It seems with every level I get a stronger weapon. I don't know if that, well, a stronger shield on the vehicles. I don't know if that really is the case, or if it has to do with my shield. No, it probably doesn't have to do with our shield, because if it was just shield based, then we would have, yeah, I would have seen no real growth. There's one-eyed Jack. Apparently, one-eyed Jack has a very crazy gun that's doing some quite unique weapons. That is one of the weird things here about Borderlands, is that some of these guns do some really crazy things, and let's see, come on. Where are you? Somebody. Give me a second wind. Oh no. And we blew up that vehicle, so I can't use it again just to teleport there. I could have probably just run over Jack. Jack proved himself to be slightly more difficult than I expected. But we're not really doing anything storyline-wise, are we? There we go. There we go. Nice. So, here's Jack left on the ground. We've got Jack's other eye picked up. Here's a leg in the ground. Let's see. That's empty. And did we get anything that's like, we have the mind jack. Chance to cause an explosion. Revolver does 91 times 3.7. What do we have equipped in comparison to the mind jack? 90 plus 1.3 with a much higher fire rate and a chance for an explosion. I will take the mind jack. Let's give this gun a shot. It's got a nice iron sight shot on it. A scope on it. And see, now our quest is to meet Crazy Earl and then move on to that. And it's been an hour and 10 minutes. So we are done with this recording. Hey, see, that's almost looks like that was intended to be a bridge there, but I seriously doubt it is. It almost looks like a famous bridge design was then modified to make a pipe bridge. We can see some racks over here too. And I frankly have to just sit here and wait for my health to refill anyways, or otherwise I'm just gonna die. Anyways, it's been over an hour and 10 minutes. We went long. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.